Hey guys, it's Lydia here from LA3D, and today I'm going to be testing out some of other people's designs of little pot molds on Thingiverse and printing them in Polymaker's PolySmooth filament and see if they actually work. So, let's get started. Alright, so it's as simple as that. I'm going to be printing out some simple and easy, already pre-designed on Thingiverse little molds to test out making little pots. Now I know this is a little bit weird upload order because I just tested making my own mold and it didn't work. So this video is coming before the second video that goes with that first video. I know it's a little confusing, but I just wanted to test out how other people's molds worked and how they actually designed them to help me figure out a better way to design my own molds. And all of your guys' comments that were left on that video, thank you so much. I've took in consideration all of those, and I've been working on lots and lots of molds, and I'm really excited to show you guys that next video on what I've done and how I've experimented. But back to this video, once again, it's just printing out other people's designs, and I will link all of the designs down below in the description. And yeah, so let's get printing those, and then we'll test them out. Alright, so it's been about a day now. I left this to sit, and now I'm just going to take all these clamps off. And if you guys are wondering why I put this paint bottle in the middle, it's just to create a hole. So if I want to put a candle in it or just a tiny bit of dirt to make a little plant, that is the reason. So as you can see there, that's one side, and then there's the other. So unfortunately there's actually a line here, but we can sand that down. But other than that, everything looks great. It came apart very easily, and that's probably because of the baby powder. So now we can try to take this out. Oh, there we go. Obviously there's some extra from the paint bottle, but I'm going to do a little bit of sanding of this, and then we will see what it finally looks like. Okay, so basically, now it's been about a day now, and I think I'm going to now separate both of these parts from the actual mold. So because this was actually smoothed in the polisher, I didn't add any powder. I did add the powder, or some baby powder, on the greenish looking mold that you guys saw in the beginning. But I realized because it is so smooth on here, there's really no need to. So I didn't add anything to help it release. So now I'm gonna just basically take everything apart and see how this turned out. Alright, so now as you guys can see here, this actually turned out way better than I really expected it to. It is still a little bit wet, but as you can see, little parts of here are coming off because this is where the seam was. So unfortunately, I do believe there will be a seam on most of these, just because they do not pinch together very well. But as you can see in that little time-lapse video, these came off very, very easily. It came off the little piece of cardboard really easily. This just needs some cleaning up, and then it will be just perfectly fine for another mold casting. And then this came out very, very easily, and I believe there was no tears or anything, so the TPU held up and actually turned out pretty nice in here, pretty even, very surprisingly very even. So what I'm mostly going to have to do is just cut off or just sand down to make this really flat, because the edges are very jagged, but I think there will be minimal sanding in this. If you don't care about these seams here, you really don't have to sand them down. But other than that, everything turned out really very nice, and it's very surprising to me how well it looks and how well it actually came apart from the mold. So now I'm going to clean this up a little bit, and then we will check both of our little molds out. Alright, so this is about 2 weeks later, and these are all nice and dry. This one's just painted, it's pretty plain and simple. And then this is the bigger one. It has actually dried out a lot, now it's more white. Now I haven't sanded it at all, but I think it looks good and definitely usable. So the molds definitely worked. Alright guys, so that is it. Once again, I had a lot of fun just printing other people's designs and printing them in my PolySmooth, and just seeing how great the filament actually is when it is smoothed. So definitely don't forget to go check that out. Once again, it will be down below in the description. And if you guys want to know what's going on the channel or what videos will be coming up next, I will put a link once again down below of my Instagram account, and I post pictures and videos on there all the time of what I'm doing and what I'm making, and sometimes there's sneak peeks of new videos that will be uploaded soon. So yeah, and once again, these turned out really nice with just the simple molds that I printed, and the links to these will also be down below in the description. So thank you for the people who designed these. These are really cool. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be doing with them, but they're just really cool, and I'm glad they turned out on how they did. So now I'm really ready to design more, and now let you know more what kind of molds are easier to make and easier to make the actual pots out of. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Now it's your turn to go down below, get those molds, and then print them and make your own pots yourself. If you do make any, if you have Twitter, tag me on your posts, and also on Instagram. Both of my accounts will be down below, so if you guys make any, please let me know. I want to see what kind of molds you make, you design yourself, or make your own cement pots out of 3D printed molds. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.